No, I'm not. I'm depressing. I'm getting depressed just as early as I can. Because, technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties?
That's right. That's right. You better believe it.
Remember, our buddy List is doing the live stream today.
We'll talk about it eventually.
We'll talk about that sometime today, too.
Gotta get out there and support him.
Okie dokie. Quiet on the set, boys and girls. Getting ready to go live on the radio. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news if there was any. So you don't have to do anything other than question your own sanity and whether or not
Ask
this
yourself,
is real.
what am I doing here?
I know. It's like, how did this hour come to be?
Yes. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls.
Woo-hoo.
It is.
Thank you.
Fruck Awesome Friday.
Lancel just subscribed. You know what that means.
Congratulations, Lancel. She also just subscribed over here, which gets us into some marble madness right off the bat. And thank you very much, of course. As a reminder, subscribers, people donating 500 bits or more, and folks who are at the Patreon level of $5 or more are entered to win this month a wireless Qi charger. Yes, nobody claimed this one, so it's going to come back around. And or your choice of 500 kodos, depending on where you live, and rules of the game posted below.
That's almost enough to upgrade a lot.
Almost, yeah. No, it's enough to pay off a lot of debt on the lot. I'd actually suggest using kodos for that either. But yes, don't forget, plenty of ways to support NBNN. And of course, don't forget, click on the links below on both of our streams. You can sub like you just saw Lancel do. You can cheer in bits. You can, do silly stuff like throw face masks for 200 bits or more. You'll get to see something like this pop up on my head, and you get to see me wear, something like a bag on my head. But Lancel shouts out she wants map number 22. To get us started here, the laboratory.
The lab.
The lab. Let's go down to the lab. That's right. Exclamation play to get in on the action. Double your chances to win. Gonna open up the early giveaway. Couple fitness emotes. Gonna do something bigger at the end of the stream. But fitness and yoga emotes. Exclamation I love this shit, bang. I love free shit, sorry. to get in on that, and I better get in on Jack's stream before I forget. Ready to count us in, Jack?
Yep. Play both streams, and let's go ahead and click start in 3, 2, 1. Start.
And Jack
Don't
is
forget.
stuck on my stream. I gotta.
Hey man, I'm not
restart
stuck on
your
mine.
video.
That's all that matters.
That's right. He'll be back with us in just a moment.
Yep.
Little hiccup there at the beginning of the show.
Yes. Don't forget to play on both streams. Waiting on people. Lancel, you need to get in on both streams.
Both streams.
both streams.
streams.
Yeah. But yes, for your chance to win something.
And tell them
Yes.
what they can win, Jack.
You can win 10 scrolls of your choice if you're lucky. If Laz or myself wins, you need to send me, Jack Cynicist, 10 scrolls of your choosing.
And here we go, getting ready to race here for the first race of the day.
Julian wants to know if I'm giving away a slightly used vibrator.
Slightly used vibrator? Ooh, that reminds me, we have pictures today.
Now, Julian, a friend of mine did borrow several of my toys, and I don't know if I'll ever get them back.
I don't
I
know.
think
Borrowing
yeah.
somebody else's sex toys. I don't know if that's.
Hey, I just said toys. I did not include the word sex.
Yeah. Okay. Like you have any other type of toys?
I do. I have this glorious stinky pig game.
Eagle in the lead, Lancel right on his back as we head into the Gerbil Bowl.
I have this thing of clothespins. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what those clothespins would be used for, but I know that I'm not hanging laundry.
I don't know why I have.
People like to walk out with those attached on them.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But Econdis is currently in the lead as he rims the deep, dark hole.
Putting Lancel back in the lead. Let's see if she can survive. She bounces and survives.
Yes. She did visit the house the other day.
Ejected.
Oh, Econdis is out of here as well as Eagle,
ejected.
which puts NBNN News in the lead and Cynicist in second place.
Cynicist just took the lead and
the
won
winner
from Lancel.
Wait. Did I win on your stream?
You did. And Lancel,
you know who won on my stream?
I did, right?
That's right. You won on my stream. I won on yours.
Rules
Don't forget.
Ejected.
You need to send scrolls Jack Cynicist in game.
Lots and lots of scrolls.
Yeah.
But that reminds me. Congratulations, Cynicist. You win nothing.
Now, I will say that she did send me a nude the other day. It was pretty entertaining.
Who is this?
The girl that borrowed the toys. Let me scroll back, and I will share this inside of Discord because it's pretty fucking epic. So she did send me her nudes, and it's fucking hilarious if I can find it in our texting history.
What I want you to do is scroll back and find Buckaroo Banzai's picture because we got.
I did. I already sent that.
Well,
I
we
sent
haven't
that
shown
to
it.
you.
We haven't shown not that one. The one that he just took with his
Wait,
rig and scroll up. Got
wait,
to
wait.
scroll up a little bit. You'll see a couple rigs. He's got a really cool setup. First off,
Oh yeah,
with the vertical monitors, which give him a really cool,
point of
cool,
view.
cool look. Yeah, I don't know if I could live with those bezels.
He's using
No.
iInfinity.
What's that?
He's using something called iInfinity. It's an AMD driver thing,
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
and it stretches all the monitors over one and makes them one.
I can do that just by stretching them, but still. um, what's actually the important part in this picture was the partially used roll of electrical tape that he won and has finally sent us a picture
Oh
of.
yeah, I love that.
And of course, his newest prize,
Yeah.
he's also subscribed to Patreon, and I sent him his bumper
A couple,
sticker.
a couple stickers.
Well,
Just a
I
couple.
throw those in with everything I mail out.
Yeah.
I've got like thousands of them,
thousands.
around. So I always throw in 4 or 5 to everything I mail out. So not only do you get what I was sending you, I always
Here.
throw a couple of those
You know what? I need to put an NBNN sticker on my microphone. Not that anybody will ever be able to see it, but there you go. It's been NBNN. There you go. And
there you go.
my setup is similar to Caffeine's, except my desk is much smaller.
Well, Caffeine, that's his old setup, and we'll put that up there just for giggles and grins.
Yeah.
Because
mine is similar to that.
How do you get smaller?
That's just just a single monitor with the speaker is on the side of the monitor for crying out loud.
But that desk is old.
Hold on. Here, I'll take a picture of this.
Yeah. Anyway.
I hope that was the right button.
Yeah.
Nope, that wasn't.
Be sure there isn't anything that you don't want shown in that picture, because
my crotch.
People are gonna zoom in and pick everything apart.
Oh, don't worry, they can. I mean, they can. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, what are they gonna do? Damn it! I guess it didn't want to send that picture. Thank you, Discord, for being so shitty. Okay, so see, this is the shitty part about like trying to take this picture. There you go.
That just don't look right. I don't care who
I know.
you are.
Taking a picture of my crotch, really. That's what it is. Damn it.
All right, we give it up already for crying out
No.
loud. You can't even take a single picture.
Yeah. It's finding the button while you're like stretched completely out.
Put your finger on the button, lift arms.
Yeah, and you have to remember, it's like my chair currently is a folding chair because my niece is using my actual chair, and I still haven't
Holy
picked it
shit,
up.
the desk is smaller. It's the same with the keyboard.
It's like,
hold on, let's.
And I thought mine was tiny with a little $50 Walmart spec.
yeah. Now people are actually gonna like look at all the shit that's on my desk and try to figure out what the fuck I actually have.
All the way down.
Well, that's the fun of them.
Yeah, it's
My
like
old picture, you could even try to read the prescription bottle if there's better resolution.
It's okay. You can do that. I
Jack
don't
doesn't have a desk. He's got the soapbox with the monitor on top.
Yeah. So it's like the right side is my old desktop. The left side is my new desktop. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah. It's like fucking
Right,
smallest
right
death
side is what he should be paying attention to during the show. The left side is what he's usually paying attention to the show.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That is not.
When he's
Remember,
looking off
this
to
is
his
the
left
right side. This is the left side.
Yeah, and when you're
Okay.
looking off to that side like you're doing now, you're usually paying attention to something you're not supposed to be paying attention
I don't know what you're talking about. I pay attention to everything that's on screen that deserves being attention.
So what do we have on screen that deserves paying attention to right now?
This. Hold on.
Yes,
that's actually
okay.
an animated GIF.
That's worth paying
that's,
attention to.
See, exactly. That deserves to
and
be paid
of
attention
course,
to.
if you're wondering what it is we're talking about, you can come
You've
join
gotta
us
join
in
us in
Discord, and you can see all of this stuff. And even later on, if you're at work and you want to come back later, all you got to do is come in, and then you can scroll up and catch all the fun stuff as well.
Wait, you can actually read that?
Read what?
The CC part? Wow.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Got to do with CC's wares? No? Different CC? Oh, that's CI, not
No.
CE. Okay.
Her name in Facebook Messenger is grossly inappropriate, but she's the one that suggested that. So, yeah. I don't know who she is.
And Pub Rules.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yes, coming to take
but
a
yes.
peek for himself.
Yeah.
I love this shit. I tell you what.
So yesterday,
Exclamation, I love free shit. Get in on the giveaway going on.
Yeah. Don't forget, today we do have the live stream for today is going to be on the Despair Dungeon tour. And that's going to be at 5 p.m. Central Time.
5 p.m. Central. That makes it 6 p.m. Eastern.
Or 4 p.m. Mountain.
Note the later
3 p.m.
time on today's schedule.
3 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. 5 p.m. Central.
I'll get to watch it, hopefully.
That is going to be done by List and I believe Sanyo.
Now, I understand that this is a throwback and, paying homage to the old Despair, hopefully. Now, somebody had mentioned, do we actually have a dungeon named Despise in the game already? Anybody? No. Because I saw somebody post, now we'll have both once this dungeon's here. And I'm guessing maybe they're just anticipating that Despise is going to follow Despair.
Next we're going to have Destard. And then we're going to have Covetous.
What was the dungeon? I'm going to have to fire up the old shot. Here be dragons.
It doesn't matter.
I think that was Destard. But yes, this is going to be a new dungeon tour, and again, note the later time on this. Now, yesterday, while we were here, we started talking about Destard, Here Be Dragons. That's what I thought it was, because I spent a lot of time out in Destard.
I spent a lot of time in the lich room in what was it, Covetous?
Oh, fun!
Yeah, which was the best place to hunt and get ganked. It was lovely because I only played in Beluga.
Beluga?
But yeah.
But,
shame. Yeah, wacko. But yeah, so we do have that coming out later this afternoon. Don't forget, 5 p.m. Central Time. or Nude Britannia time. Yesterday, we started covering the release notes.
Just
And remember,
a
this is a draft of the release notes.
Indeed.
And so, Grandmaster enchantments. There's now a set of enchantments that appear only as options when you reach the Grandmaster status in Alchemy.
Hey.
In the future release, they'll be adding Grandmaster Masterworks.
Congratulations to us, because we're already there. Maybe we'll finally find a use for that, GM.
Oh, I've been a Grandmaster in Alchemy for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I know, but you know how we've always complained that we went after the hard crafting, supposedly, and then the next thing
we actually thought we were going to get titles for Grandmastering something.
And next thing you know, everything that we make,
everybody's
from
a Grandmaster of
potions
everything.
to scrolls, is a drop, so nobody ever has to make any of that shit.
No.
Alchemy was so easy.
I know, and it's so useless. It really is. Two-handed weapon. Yeah.
You need a potion, you just go mine a troll.
So
Easy for you
Econdis,
to
that was
say.
on Facebook. That roofer pick was on Facebook.
Yes,
two-handed weapon enchantments and masterwork balance. They have done a balance pass on the enchantments and masterworks related to two-handed weapons to make sure they are balanced well against the effects combinations of two one-handed weapons.
Will not be the way that works.
No.
I truthfully believe
a two-handed weapon should swing slower than a one-handed weapon. Their damage output should be essentially the same. Two one-handed weapons, that requires a completely different skill tree under subterfuge, should be a little bit more DPS.
You need that offhand attack.
I know. It's like you've got to go, yeah.
But with the
and you don't
extra
get
training in the
skills.
two hand, I don't see why one has to be equal to the other. I believe some super fast, highly trained guy with two weapons is going to do a lot more damage than the guy with the slow swing and smashy weapon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's sorry, tactics, not subterfuge.
Yes.
But yeah, it's silly bullshit. Loot mode, they have decreased the minimum value for roll to 1. The default loot
and set it
mode
as
is now
default.
roll with a value of 1. It is no
Why?
longer 3.
Used to
Shroud
be
math.
50. I mean,
I know, Shroud math.
I think what people wanted was just for it to default to that, so that you didn't have to set it every time. But no, misinterpreted, and we're just going to set it to 1, and everybody rolls above 1 has a chance.
Offhand is in tactics. Notice I don't have that because I don't even have parry.
Here
I don't care.
comes the
And it's raining in Florida.
That's right.
Hey, it might rain here next week. And might end up with more rolling power outages.
This was supposed to pass.
Yeah. They have finally put in the Tavern Counter flipped version recipe.
Yay!
Now, instead of letting players just flip it, I don't know. It's like, yay.
It wouldn't flip like that. You'd
I know.
yeah.
I mean, it's like, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
certain things flip well, but it don't.
And because it takes so long to do, they have updated another 20 artifacts.
Yeah, now here's one of those things, and this was pointed out in the forums. I gotta get a laugh, When doing things like this, can we please, at least put them in alphabetical order so it's, easy to take in, instead of just, the random mess, but,
What? Never.
Hey, yeah, it wasn't me who said it. I'm just making comments on what I
Yeah.
saw people say when we get things like that. You know, it would be easier to assimilate, as it may be.
Yeah.
Disseminate.
So, you know how we were questioning what is a deco palette?
Now, I've been waiting and trying not to derail the train with this one because this one is nowhere near where it's described to be. And I don't know how they. Maybe it's only partially in. And
Yeah.
the next one, again, no trade items placeable on lots. I went on to QA yesterday to check it out. Of course, you know, I want to always see what the latest, greatest enhancements are going to be and how they're going to affect all the property I have when they do this. So
Yeah.
deco palettes
Allow lot owners to have
read that.
allow lot owners to have a set of hidden items on a lot to decorate with that are not displayed until chosen to. In other words, these items are stored on the lot but only visible in the deco palette until made visible.
Yes.
So does that mean that I could hide all of my chests on my lot until I decide to make them visible?
According to the descriptor and how it's been described, is it a place where you're supposed to, I guess, be able to put those no trade items so that they can be used as deco? I don't know, but when I went to my lot, and this also affects POTs, and this also affects every other lot on the game. If you walk onto somebody else's lot, it shows you the complete inventory of everything that's on that lot, period. Okay, so when you're on your own lot, all it seems to do is list every item that is currently on the lot. And well, Dorkish, there's several reasons for it. Now, this is more akin to the item finder than a deco palette, as it may be, as they're describing its use. I was able to, and it's really interesting because my initial testing, I was able to just stand on the front of the lot, pick something random, including a chest from anywhere on the lot, and put it in my inventory, and all the accompanying items, chest and contents are now in my backpack. So I went out to my POT. Here's a good one. Jack, how many times have I lost a Kodo while trying to do something in a POT early on? Remember how I said, damn, I dropped a Kodo. Oh, damn, I dropped a Kodo. Well, I went out to my town, and there are 3 loose Kodos floating around in the town, which are now worth 300 Kodos. And come next release, I'll be able to log in and pull those from wherever I lost them when I was just using them for markers to get, you know, an idea. And they would just drop in the grass, and I would lose them. So I've got 300 Kodos sitting on my town someplace that I'm now going to be able to reclaim and get back finally. But
it sounds like the deco palette is more of the item finder than
exactly what I just said.
An actual deco palette
is, and even funnier is if you know where something is, and you go into the room where it is, and you grab it from the deco palette, you'll just watch it disappear from where it previously was as you put it in your pack. So I tried this on a couple items. It was very interesting, but I also tried taking some of those no trade items, example, my crystal swords, and placing them as deco, but that is not workable as of the patch I was on. I haven't tried patching today.
No trade items placeable on lots, not working
not
yet.
Yes, not on QA. So hopefully we'll see that.
Yeah. So don't forget the butterfly decorations
Butterfly.
were added in release 68, and not to be confused with the non-combat pet butterfly, which is completely different,
That's
or
right.
the butterfly wings.
Or the butterfly wings.
Yeah, so three different types of butterflies.
All of which, well, most of which you can find. I love this shit. Order
ShroudMarketplace.com.
fulfilled. 100 crowns of the obsidian. You don't want to know what I bought those for.
You just paid for them?
No. I had them on my vendor. Let's see. How much did I buy 100 crowns for?
You're checking your in-game mail while we're trying to go through this stuff.
I'll make you guys.
And then you talk about me squirreling.
Yeah. Well, I don't like having that notification up on my screen. It annoys me.
Yeah. And then you complain when I sit there and play marbles in the background.
I'm not looking at porn. Yeah.
I'm not looking at porn either.
Oh yeah,
but now I'm looking at porn. Wait, hold on. I got to find the right tab.
Yeah, that's it. Quit looking at some guy's marbles.
That's right. 5,000 gold for 100 crowns.
Yeah.
Come sell your crowns to me. I love you long time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yep.
People are scratching their heads out there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Squirrel.
I got a fun party to go to this weekend. It's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hold on.
Right. I
should tell you what I should tell you what the it's the freaky kinky club kids is the theme.
Okay. We're going to close this first giveaway, and chances of winning are good, 1 in 3. Pub rules. That's Morgana Pub.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally got it. Pub rules. Congratulations. You've won yourself a couple of moats. And for Friday's grand prize, let's get ourselves a nice, big, nasty pet from Storm's Pets. How about an Obsidian Destroyer? We'll put up for...
So the funny thing about the
Anything about what?
The rest of the patch notes is if you remove everything that does not that is not really 68, you'll laugh.
No, I wouldn't, because again, ongoing. I had a thought last night, and I think you'll love this. Is when, let's just look at the release notes as if we were a month behind, and then everything would make a lot more sense.
Jeez, yeah.
So coming up for release 68.
Yeah, coming up for release 68. We're going to have, coming up for release 68, which happened last month and was patched into the game 2 weeks ago, Butterfly Decoration Pets.
Which patched
into the game 3 weeks ago was the Empty Land Row Home, as well as the Fog Decorations, which were both of those are available, or all three of those were available in the Kodo shop.
Who remembers that show on TV on Saturdays when you?
What was the question?
The Fog.
Not I. Now, I do remember reading certain Stephen King novels that employed a very thick mist that hid a bunch of like, scary monsters that was rather interesting.
The fog.
I don't remember what the name of the book was. It may or may not have been The Fog.
The fog.
Is that even a Stephen King novel?
I don't know.
I
I don't know. It's Friday.
Or is it The Mist? The Mist novella. An Unnatural Mist. Yep. Now our major motion picture from Dimension Films. I've even read that Stephen King novel that he pulled because of school shootings.
I didn't know. Didn't know there was such a thing. That he pulled.
John Carpenter did The Fog. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, moving right along.
Moving right along, I won my marbles game. Moving right along, we also have 6 new creature paintings that, including unicorns, were added to the Crown Shop in Release 68. I don't know if you know this, but in Release 68, over 25 new guard and combat themed mannequins were added to the Crown Shop for the microtransaction price of $20 per mannequin.
19.
I'm just rounding up, man.
Yeah, okay.
$20.
$20. I say they should make them merchants. The same price. Put the merchant interface on them and let us have dress-up merchants, people. That'll liven this game up for a while.
You know we'll liven up this game for a while? Bug.
Fixes.
The player vendor access list. Open the list via the player vendor's account to add players to the list to allow them to place listings. And that was patched into Release 68. So now you can walk up to a vendor and then right click on it and say, hey, allow this person to list stuff. And you don't have to give them Kindred access or anything like that.
Add them to your lot. That's right.
I know. Strict deco move permission option added to the lot access permission user interface. When enabled, a player must have permission to take a decoration in order to move it. That was patched into Release 68. Performance. This, I don't know how this is actually going to affect system performance.
I can tell you.
How?
The map is fugly, man. The map is fugly. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I was on the QA server yesterday, and I was playing around in the Rise, and let's just say,
did the Rise have a map?
I didn't click the letter M. I completely forgot about it. This is going to be something coming into Release 69, and that is the new map system is going from the web-hosted version that it currently is to a locally hosted system that should improve map performance and the stability of the map system overall. Previously, they were streamed to the client, causing bandwidth issues. What? Long load time issues, absolutely, and stability issues if you're on Linux.
Well, not just Linux. Linux, that had its own unique set of problems, but yeah, other things like
it'll be useful now in Linux and Windows.
But
don't worry, Linux for the desktop is ready in what year?
Looking at the map from the QA server, looks like they took a very low-res version of the map, because when you zoom out, you can barely read the continents and stuff written because it's all garbled. It doesn't show player-owned towns on the map anymore. Your little cursor is now 2 triangles instead of 1 triangle.
2?
2. One green, 1 yellow. I don't know why. They're like right on top of each other. I'm telling you.
Is it telling you which way is north yet?
I didn't pay attention to that because I was, yeah. When I went into my town, now again, this could just be the early rough version, and they're going to flesh things out. We'll let you know during the week as I check and see how the QA is coming. But in a town where I've owned multiple houses, it only shows 2 houses and not all the houses I own. Doesn't show any of the lots at all that you've placed, that people, just nothing. It just shows you, it looks like a little Monopoly house where your houses are located. So that's what it's looking like so far, and it just sounds, it doesn't look good right now. So we'll see more about it, and we'll critique it once we get a little further in on this. But right now, I gotta say, I don't like what I see with the new map. It does not look like an improvement.
It's a great improvement, because all I really want to know is, where the hell's the bank? Where the hell's the carpenter?
Doesn't show you that. Ooh, doesn't show you that. You go into the town, it shows you where the town crier is. Doesn't even show you where the banker is next to the town crier, Spiff.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Points of interest on the map are just, the basic dungeons and, scenes. Again, no POT markers on the map. Again, it may be early, but this is my early thoughts on what I saw.
All that stuff is supposed to be on the, isn't that on the one map you go to on the website?
Well, we're getting rid of the website map. Spiff, didn't you just hear what we just said?
Yeah.
Probably
Again,
missed it because you keep on.
I'm talking about the map that they're using for in-game. And again, if we keep the other map again, it doesn't make sense to keep the web map that people can edit if you're not going to transpose it into the game and use it for people to see. So there's, again, hopefully this is just an early iteration, and they take and then move all the other enhancements over. We're watching and waiting. This is just a first look at QA
like
from.
I said, I'd be straightforward happy with nothing but the vendors.
You ain't getting that either, brother. Sorry.
The NPC vendors.
Yeah. Again, I didn't look, my town, those didn't show up, so I can't tell you any more than that. I didn't even look when I was in Owl's Head because I was looking at the Deco palette, so that's all.
I'm tired of going to Xenos and getting freaking lost trying to find the bank.
How long you been playing this game? Yeah, it wasn't a rhetorical question.
Yeah, but almost none of us go to Xenos.
Well, at least, when you learn where it is, you know where it is. You shouldn't have to go looking for it every time, for crying out loud. Where's the bank in Central Brittany, Spiff?
No, I don't go to Brittany.
Yeah, he knows where that is.
Brittany like the plague.
Where's the bank in Exeter? I bet you know where
that
is.
Right where that is. It's by the ocean.
So, what's the same difference in Xenos? You know where the bank is, Anyway.
Oh, wait, I muted my microphone for a second. Do you like the map I just posted in Discord of Blood Bay?
A map of Blood Bay? That's not a map.
What? It's map not found.
Yeah,
what is this?
That's not a map.
Oh.
That's not a map. You're not supposed to be posting that stuff.
Yeah. You know what? Chris said it was okay if I streamed it.
But as far as retracted that the next day, right? We covered that right here on
whatever.
Anyway.
And I'm posting in our private Discord that we invite anybody to go to.
That's right. Come join
the
us
other thing
for
is,
sneak peek.
let's just say I hit the M key 20 seconds ago, and I'm still waiting for the map to load.
There is no map.
What the
There
hell?
is no map.
Wow.
Anyway.
Seriously?
What?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Is it all screwed up, or is there no map?
No. Here. Take a guess where I'm at.
Let's see. Hey, you're an owl's head.
Are you sure?
Is it reading from this session that you're streaming?
No. I was in Owl's Head. I recalled to Owl's Head.
Okay.
But it's like in order to bring up the map, I have to hit M twice. And then that's what it doesn't even tell me where lots are.
That's what I
That's
said.
ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll give you just a little taste of that's what the map looks like.
Hey, I'm not streaming it. It's in Discord.
That's right. But I don't get it. If you're gonna give us a low res, no information map, of course it's gonna be improving on the performance. Hello, might as well just stick with the I'll take the 10-20 second delay. Just personally to have the details, the houses, the Now, of course, I don't know. There was some maps that actually had like the fog of war with no fog of war on it added later on, that if you hadn't visited the town and you hadn't discovered it yet, it wouldn't pop up until you actually got to it. So I'm hoping that that's not something that's here either. But again, as you can see, no vendors listed on that. Doesn't even tell you where the bank is there. Does it actually? Yeah, it actually has the bank, I believe, is the only thing that's listed on that. But moving right along, it is Fruck Awesome Friday, and that means that we're gonna go ahead and start getting out of here because, hey, he's got a kink party to get to, and
that's tomorrow, man. That's tomorrow.
You got to get everything packed, don't you?
No.
Looking at me like, what? I got to pack. I'm already packing it. But yes, of course, don't forget we have the NBNN Shroud Avatar app still living out there in the world and still editable. So it's still alive, believe it or not. It's in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to make some updates yesterday, and not quite as well, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm still updating it, so even though I'm telling you it's retired, until it's fully dead, we're going to keep telling you about it. And of course, you can do things like read the Daily Britannian, check out the forums, you can listen to the radios, hit us up in Discord, or check out what's going on in and around game on the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us each and every day by our friends at hometownhero.com.
I know that community calendar is on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button, and you too can look at the aggregated mess that is
a
Google
mess.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud and you want it hooked up, you can always go to nbnn.info and find Laz's email, which is news@nbnn.info. Email him, or on nbnn.info, click on the Discord button, join us in Discord, and message Laz and say, hey man, I have a calendar that I'd like to hook up, and I promise that I'm going to update it and keep everything actually relevant to Shroud. and then he'll be like, "Sweet, let's go ahead and do this thing."
Sweet.
But yes, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Indeed.
Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s, around the clock. Two idiots interpret the news whenever they feel like it. A show called Lunch with us. At 7 p.m. this evening is going to be the 70s at 7, and that is followed at 10 p.m. with the Record Room with Raz's Wad on Radio Free Britannia, which takes us to Saturday, which has the EVL.
Arrives in Texas.
Yeah, yep, and I'm skipping the New Britannia, Wake Up New Britannia, because that's not going to happen tomorrow.
Virtue League.
Yeah, yep. EVL Virtue League PvP tournament, multiple tiers of PvP goodness. Go hang out with them. Go do weird things.
Sponsored
at 6 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia. Fiona Wildman.
Love.
She's going to be taking over the airways with Wild Safari, which takes us to Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep. That's going to start off at 10 a.m. with the EVL crafting fair and training.
Early.
At noon, they've got an emote and recipe swap. At 12:30, Bowen Bloodgood's going to be out in Caird Rockwich doing some astronomy night stuff. At 1 o'clock, there's a swap meet. Yep. And the final event of the of the weekend is going to be the EVL Guild is doing an upper tiers XP run.
XP run. That's right.
And that's it.
And that's all we got for the weekend, folks. That's right. Yeah. Don't forget, if you got events and you want us to talk about them, get them to me and let's get them on the calendar. There's loads of folks out there looking for all sorts of information, and they do use this calendar. This calendar is the most popular page on the website. That much I can tell you. But, of course, meanwhile, I can also tell you that you're tuned into Lunch with us, two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to, right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Synesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube and Twitch, and we do appreciate it. If you get this far, you like what you see, hit those subscribe, hit those follow, hit those notify buttons. You know all the buttons down there. And all sorts of other ways to help support us. Click the links below, click the links in the website. You know the drill. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, conveniently located next to those mines that you want to be near. Go check them out for guild pricing across the board, because that's the best way to shop, knowing exactly what you're going to pay at every vendor. Of course, don't forget WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock. Us at 12s and 6s. Of course, don't forget Sarah and Andar, Wake Up New Britannia on hiatus, Sister Love Saturday night, and of course music and news throughout the day to keep you all occupied while you're out there on the hunt. Shroudmusic.com for your ABC file needs. I've got ABC files out there for you to get your ABC file collection started, as well as some helpful links to get you started on your ABC journey. Capheus's Wares, which is full of wood, because Capheus's Wares is the latest vendor who is now sponsoring this show from ShroudMarketplace.com. And of course, ShroudMarketplace.com my favorite shop because I tell you what, I love selling stuff on Shroud Marketplace.
Hey, I sold some butterfly
Butterfly.
pets yesterday, and that made me happy. Did you sell anything yesterday?
Did I sell? Yeah, didn't I sell that ore yesterday?
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
selling
during
ore
the show.
during the
Yeah, during the
show.
show. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
sold 30,000 ore in the last couple days, folks.
And it's like,
we
you know what, that
joke
wouldn't have
you
happened
not. We joke
if
you not.
if you don't go to shroudmarketplace.com, register an account, click on vendor registration, and start listing your items. You're never going to be able to sell them.
Put them in a box and forget about them. They're already in a box, forgotten about. So you might as well get rid of some of that stuff when you got TMS, too much shit syndrome.
Exactly. I mean, you can go to Capheus's where and buy his stuff. I mean, anything and everything Shroud related can be bought or sold at Shroud Marketplace, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services. The only condition is it can't be a bannable offense if you're going to be selling stuff. That's the only thing. As long as it's not a bannable offense, it's all good. And you know what? No one's been banned from Shroud for buying or selling stuff because it is allowed. So, yeah, you know what? Real money transactions, they do exist. They've existed for 5+ years in Shroud of the Avatar.
And while they might disappear on the forums, Shroud Marketplace is not going anywhere. So,
oh no,
if anything, you'll see more of it if the forums disappear.
And over 150 people have registered as vendors at Shroud Marketplace, and each one of those vendors is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you end up with all kinds of great stuff. Like in my shop, you can visit that. You can visit Laz's shop, or Capheus's shop, or Skeggy's shop, or Melian's shop. All of those great.
Skeggy needs SodaCon money. That's right.
Well, don't forget, Capheus needs Brace's money.
Brace's
so go visit.
money for his kids. That's right.
I already paid for the first payment.
Hey, you go. I love this
Literally shit. With Shroud Marketplace.
You gotta love that stuff. I mean,
paying for your kids' braces, selling stuff on Shroud Marketplace. Does it get any better than that? Hey, whoever just did that ad, thank you very much. Someone
did something.
The Loots, that's right.
Oh, the Loots.
Let's see who it was. Let's see what the message is here.
Peace. The new Apex Pro features adjustable key press sensitivity and dedicated OLED smart display for on-the-fly customization. Loots. But yes, anything and everything. Over 150 different players registered as vendors. And I mean, you can find all kinds of great stuff, including services like our favorite cheesiest service available out there. We got from Wolfdom Shop. Laz paid for it. I have the lot, and then boom, you know what? Cheesiest writing in the game was on our lot. The sausage writing is all me. That's why it's a little bit messed up. But the cheesiest
writing is cheesy in itself. That's right.
Exactly. I mean, not only that, you can also find like the Seder Stinky Sewer Shop with the maze ticket and 100,000 game gold at the end of it. You just complete the maze within 48 hours and boom, you got it. You can find merits bundles from Laz. You can find Mom's ore refining service. You provide her with the ore. She provides the coke. She has a jolly good time. And then she comes back a few minutes later and provides you with a bunch of ingots. It's like, who else? I mean, time is money, people. Time is money. And
indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, weddings
your
and
service?
more by Laz, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. And I'm starting to add even some of them older things. I've got I know that's a horrible picture. We were just talking about that snowflake cloak, but if you really want a good picture, just go and look at the second picture. I should probably put that up there instead. But yes, the ultra rare snowflake cloak was the only telethon item back in 2015 that was achieved during that telethon. But
I
there's
know. They
all
only raised
sorts
like $20,000.
$25,000,
Yeah.
yes. But not just weddings. We got all sorts of telethon rares. I'm selling ore like crazy. You name it, we've got it. And if you don't see it, ask, because most likely either I or Jack probably has one of something floating around someplace, somewhere, somehow. But yes, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable goods here inside and outside Shrouded Avatar. And of course, we're going to go ahead and pull that giveaway here in a second. Of course, I want to also mention Shrouded Avatar International Convention happening this October in Austin, Texas. Tickets are still on sale, so if you've been on the fence, don't forget they're still available. I have an extra space available in my room, so if anybody wants to try and save some money and split a room, come see me, shout at me, and I'll fill you in on the details. Thanks to our supporters today. I don't know why it's not showing. But Lancel Lancermain, thank you for your sub today. Do appreciate it. We're going to close out this giveaway. You guys just didn't want these giveaways today. I don't know. And we're going to pick ourselves today's winner, Draken Naruto. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of an Obsidian Destroyer pet. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. We'll be back with more on Monday, right? We're not going away or taking any vacation time that we don't know of, right?
We are next month.
Yeah, that's next month. But anyway,
should we have a 3-day weekend or a 4-day weekend?
We'll figure it out when we get there. But
does it depend on ticket price?
It may. I don't know.
Hey, it's still Laz's birthday. We don't know.
Couple more days in the month. But we'll be back on Monday right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye.